Alright, welcome back to another D&D movie time, and today we're beginning / continuing our John Hughes month with the Great Outdoors. Since next week Cora's going to be going to Camp Crystal Lake, we're going to go ahead and check out the Great Outdoors first, see if they agree with us. This is a John Hughes movie that I think it's Dan Aykroyd and John Candy. I don't know anything about this. I've never seen this movie. So this is going to be a first time watch for me, and just like for Cora. I just know that this is in fact a John Hughes movie. That's it. That's all I know. I mean, I know that I think they're going camping or something. I don't know if they go camping together or just if it's like a planes, trains, and automobile thing. And they just happen to meet each other because they're in the campsites next to each other. Or what. But I just know I believe these two guys, and that's all I know. So, anything you want to say before we get started, Cora?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah? Alright. Well, let's go ahead and check out the Great Outdoors.
See you in a bit.
This is Chet.
You remember me, Chet Ripley?
How you doing? This is his family.
You can run around here naked as a bear and not worry about running into anybody.
This is Roman.
What a gas.
This is his family.
I'm waiting for the heads to rotate around and vomit pea soup.
They're about to spend 1 week together in the Great Outdoors.
We weren't invited. They'll be tickled to death to see us. Who invited them anyway?
But this is no holiday.
The man is an ass!
This is war.
You wouldn't know a good time if it fell out of the sky, landed on your face, and started to wiggle.
Are you gonna argue, or are you gonna enjoy yourself?
Dan Aykroyd. John Candy. The Great Outdoors. Outdoor fun for the whole family.
That had to hurt.
Alright, we just got back from the Great Outdoors. We finished watching the Great Outdoors. Cora, what was this movie about?
Basically, two families are camping.
Well, they get a cabin. Well, one gets a cabin and the other crash lands.
Yeah.
Crashes the weekend.
And then basically, throughout the entire movie, a bunch of crazy stuff is going on. One of them is basically, what's the fat guy's main name? God, I
You
don't
mean
know.
John Candy?
Yeah, John Candy. What was his name?
I don't remember.
God.
I think it was like Chester or something.
Okay, so Chester basically eats the
96-ounce steak.
Yeah, that. And he had to eat everything, even the fat.
Yep. But he did it.
And he threw up afterwards, but he did it.
And they all got a free dinner. Especially him. I mean, that's a lot of steak. A steak like that, nowadays, probably run you like maybe $150 just for your steak. Not to mention all the other food they probably had.
Yeah, but it was for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
If it
was probably like a $500 bill by the end of it.
But it was for free.
Yeah, but the restaurant still has to pay for that. On the restaurants front, it wasn't a good investment for them. I guess nobody had ever done it before, but
Yeah, because they thought there's no one will.
if they had to pay for it, it would have been like I said, probably a good $150 steak. Even back then, that still probably would have amounted like $100.
But yeah, like I said, a bunch of crazy stuff goes on. They get into a fight. The brother-in-law, the guy that crashed in,
Yeah,
his two
Aykroyd.
daughters got stuck in a cave, and he had to go save them. And Buster, after like 1 or 2 minutes later, not realizing that they had escaped, tried to go save them with the rope and accidentally helped the bear get out.
He saved a bear.
Hey, wait a minute, I said that.
Yeah, I'm just shortening it, saying he saved a bear. Most people just build a bear. He saved a bear. But anyways, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give our final thoughts and scores.
See you in a bit.
In the glow of the lights, the story ignites with echoes of carols that dance in the night. A journey in sight, adventure takes flight. So brace for the magic, we're ready to fight. Hear the bells chime, feel the beat start to climb. Let the music play, we're rising today. With a rhythm of joy that will carry us away. In the heart of the night, we'll shine bright and bold as the story unfolds. With the spirit of gold. Through frost and the snow, our courage will grow. With each thrill and note, let the excitement flow. Together we'll stand, hand in hand, high and low. This chapter is ours, it's time to let go. Gather the light, we're taking the stage. Let the music play, we're rising today. With a rhythm of joy that will carry us away. In the heart of the night, we'll shine bright and bold as the story unfolds. With the spirit of gold. So here we embark on this wondrous road, with notes of the past fueling our glow.
Alright, Cora, starting with you, The Great Outdoors. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
8 out of 10 was good. My favorite character was probably Chester, and C was probably when he did Saint Mail. That was when they shot the bear in the butt.
Not the bat scene.
Oh no. If anything, that's just pure murder. Why did you have to murder and say bat? What did the bat do?
Right? Bats are so cute. No comment. Anyways, and the whole thing with the bear happened because those creepy little girls had to go explore the cave. They were like shadows on a wall for most of the movie until right there at the end. And that ski scene. You sure you don't want to try that?
I'm sure I do not want to go skiing. Never.
Water skiing
Well-
kind of looks like fun.
Well, maybe on the Wii I would go skiing, but not in real life.
No, in real life. I mean,
The Wii is much more fun.
all you do is sit there and hold on. And let somebody drive you around.
Yeah. Wanna be
They actually have one. They actually have one that has a parachute. So not only are you going across the water, once you build up enough speed, the parachute opens up and you go into the sky like you're flying.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And you hold on.
I am not doing that.
Why not? That looks like fun.
I am not risking my life.
It's not risky. You have a parachute. How is that risky? The parachute will let you glide back down gently.
I do not have.
And then you go into the water, which is soft.
I do not know how to swim.
You do too know how to swim.
I do not know how to swim. What do you mean I know how to swim? I do not know
I'll have
how
to give you
swim.
some Johnny Lawrence swimming lessons.
Don't you know?
But anyways, anything else you want to say about this movie before we move on?
No.
Alright, well then moving on to my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll also probably give this one an 8. I mean, it's not... I can see why it's not, like, more widely known. It was okay for what it was. It had decent soundtrack, had decent characters. Some parts were kind of predictable, like the whole thing with the bear. Earlier in the movie, he's telling a story about this specific bear. And as I looked at Cora and I'm like... You know, by the end of the movie, we're getting that bear, right? So, yeah, basically, it's like, okay, we kind of predicted that was going to happen, even though he said he made up the story, and it's kind of a weird coincidence that a bear story that he made up actually turned out to be true, but, I mean, that's what made it a little predictable. Of course, yeah, so this is a John Hughes movie, so of course we had to throw in teenage romance subplot that ended very predictably. I honestly, the only thing that really got me about this movie is I honestly, going into it, thought the roles were going to be reversed. I thought it was going to be John Candy who was going to be the loose wild card, and it was going to be Dan Aykroyd, who was the family man and there for vacation, and just based off what I saw on the cover. But I guess that too, you know, yeah, I guess you can look at it the other way too. I just seriously thought Dan Aykroyd was like going to be the main character and John Candy was going to be the fun and wild and free one, kind of like how he is in
Uncle Buck?
Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Spaceballs. You know, he's more the fun side character rather than the main character who is the, you know, the down-to-earthness that character had. There's actually one more I want to review, but we're not going to have enough time this month. So maybe at some point we'll review. There's another John Candy movie, and I think it's also a John Hughes movie, Only the Lonely. That's a really good movie. I think Cora would like that.
I think I can fit it in somewhere within like the months.
Huh?
Like, what's the theme of it? What's the theme of the movie?
Well, I think it's a love story, so we'll probably save that for next February.
Yeah.
We'll watch that for maybe next Valentine's Day, since this Valentine's Day we're watching Some Kind of Wonderful. So, but alright, that is going to go ahead and wrap up this review. Join us for the rest of the month. We still got plenty to go. I did accidentally start John Hughes month the last week of January because I forgot January had 5 Fridays in it. So, yeah, we are going to have an extra John Hughes movie for you this month. So, yeah. I mean, besides the extras that we already have. And next week is going to be huge. So, join us Friday and Saturday for all the fun there. So, with all that said, we will see you in the next one.
See you in a bit.